Had some people tagging me to this situation with Godot Engine. Thank you all for the tags. So Godot Engine is a cross-platform free and open source game engine. And over the last 24 hours or so, it looks like there's been an insane amount of drama due to the community manager running the Godot Engine Twitter account and how they've made political tweets on that account. And when people
Yeah, that's always why am I not surprised that something new just happened when people decide to use political stuff with everything nowadays, even a software for making games.
respond in any sort of way that disagrees with those tweets, even very reasonable responses, they're absolutely losing it, blocking tons of people and hiding hundreds, if not thousands, of those responses. I've covered a lot of
Oh
situations where I've
God.
laughed at people for hiding tweets, as you may know if you watch my videos. I don't think I've ever seen a situation where someone's hid this many, though. Like, I'm not kidding. There's potentially over 1,000 hidden tweets. The
1,000.
amount of time it would have taken them to like
Oh
go
my
through all that and
God.
get mad at them and hide them, absolutely insane.
Holy.
And they're not just hiding tweets that are insulting Godot, which would still be a bad look. Like, arguably, you should never hide tweets at all, unless it's like a scam link or something. But nah, they're even hiding tweets where people are simply saying stuff like, this is a bad business decision, and stuff like this one.
Yeah, for example, I think you're using political stuff in your software Twitter account, and I don't like that. I think you should focus on stuff that it has something to do with making games, because this is what you do. Like you have a software for making games, so stay out of politics.
For example, chasing the success and modern audiences of Dustborn, Concord, Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Sorry, I'm right on top. I will go here. Now you can see better.
Please just be a game engine and not a political statement. I'm tired of hearing politics and political statements in everything nowadays. I just want games to be fun games.
Yeah, yeah. I think for at least a few more months, I think 8 to 10 months, we'll still have a lot of these social accounts that had social media accounts, sorry, that has people that are talking about politics and all this stuff that doesn't really have to do with what you're following. For example, I follow someone that talks about the weather of my city, for example. I think it's simple. Of course, you can also just see that on Google, but imagine you following someone on Twitter that does stuff like that. And then one day you wake up and you open Twitter, and then this person is talking about wokeness and then politics and then stuff that, dude, I just wanted to see if it's going to rain or not to do a barbecue.
That's enough to get you hidden and probably also blocked. I'll go into more detail about all that stuff, but let's go back to what started all of this. And we can see it all began from Godot's tweet here, where they said, apparently game engines are woke now. Well, then we won't complain, rainbow emoji. Show us your hashtag wokeot games below. Someone asked for additional context on why Godot Engine even made that tweet to begin with, and they linked to this set of tweets where you can see the one at the very bottom seems to be the one that spurred Godot Engine to make the aforementioned tweet that we just read. It's really odd that they'd hyper focus on that tweet, considering that it
Yeah, there's like 10 or 20 replies and only one talks about this stuff, and the person only notices that one.
only has 8 likes. And that's as of recording, meaning after they already pointed it out. So it probably also had even less views as well at the time that they saw it, and yet they still decided to hyper focus on this thing and even make a tweet on the official account over it. The entire situation really spiraled out of control from there. As you already saw, they're like hiding a bunch of tweets and banning people and stuff, but here's an example of them banning game devs, which they're also doing.
Is there already a reply from the creator of Godot? Like, he's probably knowing about that, or she, I don't know if he's a she, but or they, I don't know if there's multiple people that created Godot, but they probably know already, right? I actually really want to know what will happen to that person that's on the social media account.
doing a lot of. Funny Game Dev had simply said, can you focus on fixing slash supporting bitmap fonts to properly import into your engine first? Instead of doing this sort of thing, it's delaying my project a lot having to try to bug fix this with the little documentation that you have for this. That seems to have actually got them blocked.
This is ridiculous. How?
Which they then follow up with saying, Blocking me for this really mild criticism for something that should be in a 2D engine a while now is making me consider switching to a different engine. There's a proper use of resources, and it should be done to fix the stuff you have in there, not adding new things.
So I believe there must be because he said at the start of the video that this is a free software. Uh, I believe there must be people that pay money to them, like Patreon or stuff like this, right?
Here's another example, and this tweet has 17,000 plus likes. This
Holy.
person, Stargame, says, I've been blocked. Guess what? I'm a titanium level backer for
Oh,
the Godot
okay.
Fund.
So,
Guess what my next move is? Implying that
okay, so exactly what I asked. I should have read that before.
they're no longer going to be a backer at all. As we can see, what seems to have got them blocked was simply saying focus on the engine and not politics. Another game dev, this one
Wait. I actually want to check something real quick. Godot titanium level backer. To clarify, a titanium backer is 100 euros a month? Holy, that's a lot.
was simply saying focus on the engine and not politics. Another game dev, this one over at Solash, shows how he's also blocked by Godot Engine, with an interesting development saying that the creator of Godot is actually looking into these blocks. The creator's full statement here reads, I deeply believe that any political discussion that puts labels to a group of people is one that should not have started. As most of the people on this planet, no matter their political compass, seems to strongly disagree with me, I just prefer to stay entirely out of politics.
There are a lot of people that I don't agree with their political compass, like that this guy said. I just ignore them, because if I try to talk politics with everyone that I know, I will probably don't have any friends.
Arthur then says, it's fantastic that you wish to be neutral when your community managers purge anyone on the wrong side of politics. Can you explain this? I did not
Oh, this is the creator of Godot?
interact with you or Godot since I have nothing to do with your work, and showing where he was blocked. This leading to a separate exchange between the two of them with further information. One giving a response that reads, Godot COC is only for interactions with the project or in project social media channels. If you behave properly, you should not be banned no matter what your political bias is. Sure, if you go and register in the forums and in your bio you write that your gender is attack helicopter, or if you make there any harassment or discrimination, that will be an instant ban. But
Dude, really? Attack helicopter. There was no harassment by, oh, at least people that he showed. I haven't seen any harassment.
that is your pinned message, and should be unrelated. Arthur responding, saying, as I explained, I have not interacted with Godot or been informed of why this action occurred. I'm not on the Godot Discord, the forum, or any other community related to Godot, as I don't use the tool. I hope you can see why this surprises me and others. And the message from the creator that we saw earlier, saying thanks for clarifying this, I'll look into it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be like he will do anything about it. I believe he should take a look at that because he will start losing a lot of people.
Here's something else very interesting. This user would respond to the official Godot Engine Twitter account, posting an image of part of that statement from Juan. And this actually got them blocked. They say, the main Godot account has just banned me for quoting the Godot creator. I posted it to test just how bad the situation is. I didn't think they'd actually do it. And
Dude, they're literally banning everyone because of nothing. That person who is managing that account is completely crazy.
now, this leads up to a response from one of Godot's Discord mods from hours ago. The moderator message reading, the drama isn't created by Godot, who just made a nice tweet to surface cool indie games.
Sorry, I disagree. The moment you put someone in charge of your social media account, you have some sort of responsibility for that. Of course, if you fire that person and then say, guys, sorry, I didn't know about that. That person went crazy and I fired them. So it's okay. I will unban everyone. Nothing like this will happen again. Then it's okay. But if you decide to do nothing, then I'm sorry. You are also related to that.
The drama is created by reactionary, insecure cowards who have nothing better to do in their day than to trash on something they're unconcerned with. They even feel persecuted because other people exist and are visible. These people's cowardice and small mindedness is a danger to everyone. They're the filth of humanity,
Holy.
and banning them is a kindness to everyone, including themselves. That way, they can continue to pretend the world is made only of cowards like them and not be subjected to people that are different.
Holy. That person is completely crazy.
For me, the only problem of this tweet is that it doesn't happen every day, so more of those imbeciles can be banned. They should be doing these tweets every 30 minutes, and anyone who has a problem with them can screw off to oblivion, and then screw off some more, and anyone having a slight issue with it here can screw off too. To not have
So let me understand. You have a software for making games. You decide to be woke and political about it. Some people don't agree with your view and say, please focus on your engine and not political stuff. You ban thousands of people, even people who are paying you for continue your project, and you still think you're right. Okay, they can do that, but if tomorrow they don't have any more money and don't have anyone else supporting them, then I'm sorry.
mo drama. It's very easy. There will be no more drama the day those drama queens stop getting their panties in a knot around anything that doesn't concern them. See something that doesn't concern you in any way? Just do your best to be a normal human about it, and there will be no drama. Another
Holy.
response says, "You have no right of speech here, because I consider your speech to be toxic vomit. If you think inviting queer people to share their games is politics, you're a toxic piece of trash, an evil human, and I want you to feel disrespected and to screw off as fast as you can."
Dude, calm down. I don't know who you are, but calm down, dude. You're too mad. I think you just need to touch some grass. You're too mad with the world.
Wow, what a nutcase. And this guy doesn't even follow his own standards. As they're even banning people for stuff that's not even related to what he's getting all mad about. And acting
Exactly.
all unhinged and hypocritical like this doesn't do anything to help queer people. Yet here he is trying to seem all virtuous about the whole thing. And on the note about blocking people, Pirate Nation from 3 hours ago made this tweet that says, Godot Engine is also blocking people on GitHub.
What? But then, wait. The person who is managing the social media account on Twitter is also the one who's managing GitHub account? Because if it's not, then they don't have any excuse anymore. Because there are two people, or even maybe the creator. I don't, dude. What the hell's happening?
This tweet with over 14,000 likes would also point out the apparent community manager of Godot Engine, as well as some of the actions that they've taken against people and the statements that we went over from the Godot creator. We can see another response from Artur on that tweet, this one saying, "It seems that many community managers in gaming want to run all social media like they do Reddit. It's a very tough job dealing with so many people. Losing a grip and blocking so many people, even on mild criticism or questions, can cause a lot of damage to the brand.
True.
And if you're not aware of how terrible and corrupt Reddit moderation is, mods over there constantly abuse their power, and many of the top subreddits are
Why am I not surprised? Reddit, I found it funny when Twitter here in Brazil got blocked, and people on Reddit was, oh my God, finally, the Twitter here in Brazil was garbage, and so on, so on. And I see that in Reddit as well. So of course, I think the people on Twitter is a lot worse, but Reddit isn't that far away.
ran by the same circle of moderators. Now, to be fair, there are some subreddits that don't have this issue, usually some of the smaller, more niche ones. However, for Reddit at large, moderation is certainly a major issue, and would really require its own separate video to really go over the scope of how bad it is, so let's just move on for now. Responses to Arthur would include Yorch Torch Games saying, "They're called community managers, but they've never built a community on their own, and they don't know how to manage one. They end up alienating entire fan and user bases."
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I wanted to see those people that are managing those communities to create a community from zero. Probably they won't be able to because how would be able to manage a community that with that type of attitude?
And Madam Savvy saying, it's really sad to see. I love doing community management. It's not meant to be a power trip position though. But the fact that these losers treat it as such shows how small their lives are. Yeah, it's a crazy thing how so many of these community managers that we've seen are really just authoritarians looking to find a position that they can take to abuse power. This happens far too often with community managers.
Yeah, I don't think I have said this already, but I think I've talked to the friends. These types of people probably have sad lives. They probably don't do anything that has any impact in the world, and they lead sad lives. They don't really do much, and they want to have some sort of power. They want to have some sort of, people to respect them and so on. So yeah, this is what they do.
But let me know what you think about all of this in the comments because that's pretty much all of the main stuff regarding this segment. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, liking and or subscribing to the channel would be much appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you. And yeah, was quite weird, not gonna lie. I was never expecting to see so much drama because of Godot. Because this is literally a game engine. It's Dude, this was quite funny. The guy that was talking about what is it? The guy that was just asking, "Hey, can you please fix something?" and then he was blocked about it. Yeah, this is quite weird. I really want to see. I'll probably post another video when they finally do something about it because I really want to see the development of these. This is actually quite funny. So tell me in the comments what do you think, if they are right or wrong. I think they are. This is quite weird, not gonna lie. But tell me what do you think, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.